This time we have the theme song from the Eddie Duchin story, the Nocturne in E flat by Frédéric Chopin. And many people, probably my age, would know that this song was titled To Love Again. Okay? Beautiful music. Beautiful music from Frédéric Chopin. Of course, our interpreter is Nick.
everyone. Hi, Nixters. This is again the Nixtradamus channel, and I'm going to talk about Neptune Retrograde. Okay, so what you just heard was a composition by the Polish composer Frédéric Chopin, and that was his very popular Nocturne in E flat major. Okay? Why did I choose that recording of mine from the DZFE FM family? Thank you to Sir Bert Robledo. Because Chopin is a Pisces, and the most affected in this retrograde is the Piscean. Okay, so let's talk about Neptune retrograde now. Neptune retrograde happens in the constellation Pisces. That occurs today, okay, June 23, and it will last until November 28. Okay, if we look at the planet Neptune, it's a female energy. It emits female energy, and it's colored sea green. Okay, if you look at the planet, it represents imagination, inspiration, transcendence, spirituality, romanticism, and sacrifice. So that is the planet Neptune. Okay? And it is also the higher octave of Venus. Okay? It represents the collective, unconditional love. Now, what happens, okay, if there is a retrograde? Okay, everything that is normal will become so-called abnormal, or rather, it's a time to rebuild, time to realize, to recollect, to reorient ourselves, to evaluate everything that's happening to us. Most people know about the Mercury retrograde, but they don't really talk about Neptune retrograde. Well, it's about time that you Nixters know or get to know about Neptune retrograde. And Neptune retrograde brings us to reality. Okay? So let us now talk about what will be the effects of Neptune retrograde to our lives. One, as I've said, we will be more realistic in terms of our obligations, our finances, our relationships. We will see through everything that has been an ideal. Okay, why? Because Neptune by itself talks about the ideal life, something that is dreamy. But when it comes to a retrograde, we will be brought back to reality. We will see that patterns, boundaries will vanish. We will be opening up. We will see through the web of deception and delusions. Okay? It's a time to say goodbye to our old ways of living. We have to face a different world now. And it is like the song from well, I forget the title now, but Into the Unknown. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. So, Into the Unknown. And we will be having strange news or weird news from authorities, not only in politics but also in religion. Okay? Organizations where there is authority. It will be a time of confusion, and we will be exhausted. We will feel insecure about so many things, especially on social media. It will be a time of anxiety, too much worries, and even paranoia about people looking at their public images because it has been concealed, but now it will come into the open. We will have to face a tough life. Okay? It's a time for doing things and no longer dreaming. And we have to plan more carefully. we have to be honest with ourselves, open up to our faults and our errors and mistakes, and we must promise ourselves to become better. Okay? Now, this retrograde happens during the time that Neptune is sextile, or it's an aspect in astrology, with Jupiter and Pluto, both in the constellation of Capricorn. So there, I told you about Capricorn, and it means structure or authorities. By September, it will be opposing the Sun. Remember that there will be a full moon in Pisces on September 1, and there's also going to be a new moon in Virgo, okay? The contrast on September 17. But of course, we will be talking about that later on. Just remember that it will be a very challenging period for all the Pisces out there, and those who can ride with this Neptune retrograde will be the Cancer and the Scorpio signs, both water signs, because they are a triumvirate of these three water signs. Okay. Okay. So for all the other signs, it would just be normal, except if you have a Neptune in your birth chart. Okay. So for those who are interested, you can send a message to nixtradamus2018 at gmail.com. So I can respond to you about the details or the process. Okay. So just remember that there are other retrogrades. So right now we still have Venus retrograde to end 2 days from now, June 25. But right now we are starting with Neptune retrograde, which will last until November 28, which falls on a Saturday. And right now we are in the month of Wu, so that means there will be an assertion of freedom. Okay? So just remember that. Don't forget, Nixters, to watch my other videos. Thank you to all those who have subscribed, and to those who have viewed my videos. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, watch, like, and share this video. Okay? So there, Nixters, thank you for your time. Light, love, and life. Namaste.